We're really excited to be supporting the Fragmented Orchestra. I think it's a really exciting and innovative piece of work. There seems to be a resurgence of sound and music that's not about fixed audiences or fixed composers. I think it's about a distributive practice. In fact, I have a programme called the Human Futures Programme, which is looking at the future of human culture, and supporting the Fragmented Orchestra really fits into this, looking at the future of composition, the future of music. Liverpool is the 2008 European Capital of Culture, and I think the project deserves to stand along all the other things that are happening in the city.
Imagine if you could hear the human brain at work. Imagine if you could hear the sound of the UK as music. This is the Fragmented Orchestra, 24 sites in the UK chosen for their inherent sonic rhythms, an artificial neuron in each which is stimulated by sound, an invisible network or cortex which links them together to form a living instrument, and a central space that will be filled with their evolutionary music. Each site will have its own unique ebb and flow of sound mapped in seconds, hours, days, weeks, months. The composition of the piece lies in the layering and triggering of all the 24 channels of sound. These 24 channels will overlap, causing harmonies, ripples, clashes and crescendos. The neurons will select tiny fragments of sound from each site and will send these particles of sonic information across the cortex, allowing the orchestra to communicate with itself and in turn communicate with its audience. The Fragmented Orchestra will condense space and reconfigure time. Sounds from across the UK will be fragmented into tiny milliseconds and then re-emitted into the geographical framework of the 24 sites and to the 24 speakers at the Fact Gallery in Liverpool. Exactly what is heard at the central performance space will depend upon the ever-shifting structure of our network of 24 neurons. The brain is never silent. At any given moment, a number of relationships will exist between pairs and groups of neurons, allowing their sound to cascade and flow through the speakers at Fact in Liverpool and in the 24 sites themselves. These relationships may be disturbed in an instant by changing activity at any particular site, and our composition will change as the instrument slowly reorganises itself and allows audio from a different combination of sites to be heard as music. Our Fragmented Orchestra will in effect select and compose according to where it is in its learning and how it responds to the stimuli, whether human-made or elemental. The fragmented sounds are recomposed at the Fact Gallery and will be merged in the ear of the listener to be further reinterpreted and made whole. Because this piece of music is being orchestrated through the lens of a neuronal system, it will emit sounds and rhythms that have never previously been heard externally. However, these sounds and rhythms are implicitly known to us, the biological memory of the time patterns of our own conscious brain, the firing neuron, the beginning of thought. The orchestration of this work highlights fundamental concepts regarding the nature of music. Indeed, it questions whether music is created in space or in the space of consciousness, the human-animal brain. The Fragmented Orchestra is a work that has no precedence. In playing, it will create a beautiful piece of music, analogous to the processes of consciousness and the creation and perception of music itself.